anyway, so Dexter's joined us today. So those of you that know Dexter, oh, you've got leaves everywhere, know his personality. All right, so Beam of 15. Welcome everybody. Hey, nice to see everyone. All right, so hopefully you haven't got the 9 o'clock meeting still to go to. Hopefully we can go through till 5 past and we can do this properly. Morning, Katie. So, Beam of 15, day 8 of 15. And for the next 7 days or so, we're now looking at how we can use collapsing anchors for removing the obstacles in the way of our goals. So normally I would say think about outcomes, but I think it's okay to drill down now into individual goals this week, and look at each individual goal on the way to your outcome, and notice what kind of the inner dialogue is around it. That's how we kind of notice what our limiting beliefs are. Because if there's a goal that you're often running with and it's going well, you don't need to do anything because you're on track. It's just a case of, doing the things you need to do. It's when you're not doing the things that you need to do, or it's not happening, that's probably when you've got limiting beliefs in the way. So I'm thinking of pick 7 goals where by doing those things or by achieving those milestones, you're on the way to your bigger outcomes. But when you think about it, you're either going to have, it's usually about one of 3 categories of response that makes it feel like it's impossible. So our needs are love, certainty and significance. So when we're little, our limiting beliefs tend to stem from the fear that we won't meet those needs. So nobody likes me, nobody loves me, why don't people love me? And then certainty, is it safe? Every time I'm about to say to Rocky, oh, don't do that, be careful. I don't want to give him that voice in his head every time he thinks about doing something. When you start your own business, I can't start my own business because what if it fails and then it's not safe because my family need to be fed, and we start running risks all the time. So that stops us. And then significance is I'm not good enough for that. I'm not good enough. If your teacher when you're little said, give it up, you're no good at writing, why would you write anything as a grown-up? It's that you've got that limiting belief already. So those are the things that are going to pop into our mind, and with each of those phrases comes an emotion. So obviously how you feel when you think nobody cares about you, there's an emotion there, and they're linked together. So we're going to use collapsing anchors to remove the emotion around when you're saying to yourself, I'll never be able to do that, because if we remove the emotion around that, neutralize it, the meaning has to change, so the belief has to change. It can't work the same way anymore. So there's no feeling, there's no belief. That's the way around it works. So that's how we're going to attack limiting beliefs this week. All right. So if you want to choose one goal and you've got 7 limiting beliefs or about one goal, that's fine, as long as you're dealing with a limiting belief each day. Good. All right. So let's get started. So when you're ready, take a moment to think about a goal that you really want to be able to achieve. So almost kind of like, I wish I, or I really want to be able to have, to be. Think about this week. What is it that you really want to be, do you have this week, or feel? Okay. I want to, let's say I want to, if you, Nick and I are trying for another baby, so I'm thinking, okay, I really want to have another baby, and then the feelings that come up around not being able to, or it not having happened yet, knowing that it's probably going to happen when it's right, and it's not right, but that's the frustration of not knowing the future. So collapsing anchors on those feelings because they're not helpful. So when you've got your goal, okay, now we're going to stack anchors. Same as usual. So we're going to start with unconditional love again. Okay, we're going to cover each base. If you know that all of your doubts come from fear, then stack 3 kind of confident, certain emotions. Don't worry too much about unconditional love. But for now, I'll just do the bases. We'll just do 3. So when you're ready, remember a time that you felt total unconditional love. Go back to that time now, float down into your body, see what you saw, hear what you heard, and really feel the feelings of total unconditional love. Say what you say to yourself when you feel total unconditional love. Breathe how you breathe when you feel unconditional love. Squeezing your right thumb and finger together when you feel total unconditional love. Saying what you say to yourself over and over when you feel total unconditional love. Good, and then relax your finger. And then think of a time that you felt totally certain. Control, power, certainty, whichever one of the category works for you. So when you're ready, close your eyes and remember a time that you felt totally certain. Go back to that time now, float down into your body, see what you saw, hear what you heard, and really feel the feelings of being totally certain. Stronger and stronger now with every breath. Breathe how you breathe when you are totally certain. Saying what you say to yourself when you are totally certain. Totally certain. Squeeze your thumb and finger on your right hand to capture that feeling of total certainty. Stronger and stronger now with every breath. More and more certain with every breath. Then relax your finger. And now think of a time that you felt totally significant, so really good about yourself, pride, achievement, whatever you like. So think of a time that you felt self-worth, validated, appreciated. Go back to that time now, float down into your body, see what you saw, hear what you heard, and really feel the feelings of feeling totally significant. Breathe how you breathe when you feel totally significant. Stronger and stronger with every breath. Saying what you say to yourself over and over again in your mind when you feel totally significant. Enjoy that feeling in your body as you squeeze your thumb and finger together to capture that feeling. Stronger and stronger with every breath. Good, and then relax thumb and finger. All right, now pick one of those that you think is most appropriate, and we're just going to stack that one again. So if you think about if the limiting belief is in the kind of area of, oh, you know, I want to ask that girl out but she'd reject me, or I want to whatever, then unconditional love. And if it's or if it's about significance, I'm not good enough, choose whichever one of those 3, unconditional love, certainty, or significance, that would make the most sense. So when you're ready, close your eyes and go back to that particular time now. Float down into your body. See what you see, hear what you hear, and feel the feelings of love, certainty, or significance now. Stronger and stronger with every breath. Stronger and stronger with every breath. Saying what you say to yourself inside your mind now, over and over, it gives you that feeling. stronger and stronger with every breath. Enjoy that feeling in your body now. Good, and then relax your hand. Good. Awesome. Okay, so did everybody have a good weekend? Did everybody have a good weekend? I had an amazing weekend. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Good tired, but so tired. That was so much fun. Rocky just had the best time. He just had the best time. He's so sweet. And we got the hottest day that I think we've had this summer. Suddenly, just out of nowhere, just the most beautiful day for his little party. And now it's raining, like it's biblical out there. So that's good. So everyone have a good weekend? Good. All right. So just if you want to give that positive anchor a quick test. I'm not seeing any comments. Is everyone still there? That's right. Phew. Good. All right. So now we're going to focus on the goal. And remember, it's not the goal that we're anchoring. I want you to think about the goal. So, you know, I want to have another baby. And I'm very specific and say, on your goals, be very careful. Because I'm not saying I want to get pregnant. I'm saying I want to have another baby. Because there are two different things. So I want to have another baby. And then the feelings around it, there's sadness. And if there's more than one feeling, remember you're going to need more than one of the emotions. So that's why we've captured more than one. There's sadness, there's love. What else does it say? There's the chatter in my mind about, you know, all the reasons why, you know, I might not actually want it to happen, and so on and so on. So that's what you focus on, not the positive bit of actually having the goal. Yeah. So when you're ready, focus on the feelings that you have about not having it or not having it yet. And when you're ready, see what you see, hear what you hear, and feel those feelings about not having your goal. What you say to yourself about it. Even desperation, it can be unresourceful. So that is still something you can collapse anchors on. So even desperate, which you think is desire, but it's not. It's desperation comes from uncertainty. So walk yourself through those thoughts and feelings. And squeeze your left finger and thumb this time to capture those feelings. As if you only had to do so one last time. And then relax your finger and thumb when you've done that. That was hilarious. Literally, as I'm trying to get all like sad, I can hear Rocky in the living room shouting at Daddy, "Be happy! Be happy!" Oh, that's funny. That was the way that it works. Right. Okay. So hopefully you've anchored the unwanted feelings around the outcome. Cool. Quick break state. So what'd you get up to, David? Did you play any golf? Oh, I'm sorry, Marina, that your weekend didn't turn out as planned. Bless you. Oh, it sounded so good though, the other side, didn't it? So yeah, definitely collapse anchors on and remember, go back on the repeat and collapse any anchors on stuff that hasn't gone right. Okay. It's just Dexter. All right. So, oh dear. Right. So now we're going to do the easy bit. Oh, good. Nice, David. In that weather, that would have been lovely. So now we're going to again, squeeze thumb and fingers together on both sides, which then neutralizes the limiting beliefs, the thoughts and the feelings around not having your goal yet. Okay, just let it do its work. It's neurological. You don't have to do anything about it. It's not even psychological at this point. It's neurological, so it just works by itself. You may notice, again, feelings coming up on both sides until they kind of balance each other out. Your body's being flooded by both feelings until they neutralize. And it takes as long as it takes. Sometimes you get waves of emotion or layers to go through. So just notice what you notice. If you want to help the process along, of course, you can imagine all those resources flooding into that situation. But you don't need to. Good. And only when you're ready, relax your left fingers first, and then your right hand. All right. Good. Awesome. So, has anybody got anything fun this week planned? Anything coming up for you this weekend? This week, obviously, you know, Beaming 15 every morning. Has anyone got anything fun planned? A lot of our plans, we're going to be outside. Our personal plans, we're going to be outside. No, we may have to rethink those. Although, if it's warm, I don't mind. I'll get in the rain if it's not too cold. Right. Oh my goodness, 8. How did she get to 8? Rosina, how did she get to 8? I looked at my baby and I was like, how did you get to 3? And I don't know whether it changes, but I always think to myself, gosh, 3 is such a good age. Like every time he gets older, I'm like, God, I can't get any better than that. Surely it's got to start going downhill at some point. Claps ankles on that limiting belief. Meeting my team. Oh my God, you're meeting your team. That's epic, Phil. Epic. It's going to be so much fun. I don't know, when people are either really fraught with strangers at the moment or just like really connected to people in person now. That like, it's like we're craving, we've got to make up for lost time. People are way more kind of intense about it and just want to chat. So you'll have a fantastic time, I'm sure. Brilliant. Well, Joe, this being at 15 is going to be good for you then after 2 weeks away. Lovely. All right, so let's test. Always test and future pace your work. So let's test. So when you think about that goal now, so think about the goal this time and notice if there's any chatter left or if it's gone completely or if you're saying something different to yourself now. So let me check in with mine. Wow. Cool, that's different. Anybody feel different? Poppy's 9 now. 9 is a good age. Yeah. I'm sure 10 is going to be a great age. 11. The only age that's bad is when they leave home, I'm sure. That's the age that's bad. All right, good. So I'm just checking with mine. I can't get those old feelings back, you know, the unwanted feelings. All I feel now is certainty and patience, you know, like just as I will keep telling myself, you know, that when it's right, it will happen. The first time when it was absolutely spot on right timing, in retrospect, it's like, oh God, if it had happened earlier, it wouldn't have been right. And then of course it was perfect. So utter certainty and just love, so much love. So that feels so much better. Like I can breathe around it again. So Oh wow, Dave, so you feel more urgency to get on with yours now. Good. Is that, when the urgency, is that a positive feeling? Like energy, or is it a bad, like negative, but like away from motivation? To be honest, as long as the unwanted feelings have gone, good, determination, excellent, confident. There's nothing like really stacking the certainty. And I tell you, if you struggle with certainty, one of the keys with certainty, if you just stare at something and repeat in your mind, you know, like I stare at this pen. If you want to feel the feeling of certainty, practice it. If you don't generally feel it in your life. So just take a pen or something and stare at it. And just think to yourself, like an intention, like, I'm going to put you on the desk in a minute. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put you on the desk in a minute. And that kind of sort of intention of definite certainty, determination, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then do it and have that feeling of kind of, I did it. I did what I said I was going to do. I did it. And just practice. It doesn't, oh, hello, Dexy. Oh, hello. Oh, let me read the comments. Dexter. Yeah, it's just, you know, it can take practice if you're not generally a certainty person. Good to see everybody. Oh wow, we had an epiphany. That's wonderful. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, once the perceptions change, the feeling changes. Control over the situation. Amazing. Yeah, repeat liberally if you need to. And this is, if you're working towards something, you might as well put as much energy into a process that actually removes the obstacles as energy as you're putting into trying to make it happen. You know, because with the self-fulfilling prophecy, you can't make it happen if there's limiting beliefs in the way, because your brain is trying to prove them to you as much as possible. So I'm almost kind of like, you know, do the right things, but your energy needs to be focused on finding and removing those limiting beliefs. And this is just one of the simplest ways just to do it consistently, because you tune in, what's the feeling, what's the voice, and then collapse anchors on it. Good. Oh, 3 heart cats from Amy. Amy loves you. Amy thinks you are so sweet. You're going to attack me in a minute. Cool. Right. So we'll do the same thing again tomorrow. I'll be quicker tomorrow, I'm sure. I'll be more focused. And hopefully my microphone won't not be working. Be fixed. So, yeah. Keep posting about your experiences. If anything changes, you get a result quickly. Sometimes that can happen really quickly with goals when you collapse anchors on things. Remember, if once you set an outcome, it is on its way. 100% it's coming to you. The only thing you need to do is remove your limiting beliefs. And the other way around is true. If you have a belief, so if you have an experience that you do not wish to have, then you have a limiting belief creating it. So you want to change your experience, change the limiting belief, and you will change the experience. Okay, so just remember that. So every time you do this process, you are moving forward in your life. All right, Dexy Wexy, shall we go and have a cuddle? And I'll see you all at 8:45 tomorrow for more, either the same goal or a different goal. And hopefully everything will be fine and working. Right, see you all then. Bye, everybody. Keep telling me how you're doing. Keep telling me the progress. So lovely to see. Oh, hi, Chris. Hi, Chris. Didn't realise you were on. Hi, Tracy. And remember the Time to Thrive group as well. I'll put a link to it. Always ask for help. If there's a specific situation that you want help with, definitely just ask if there's any questions on anything. Cool. I can't see the comments, Dexy. Is it all about you? It's all about you. Thanks, Marina. Thanks, Phil. Thanks, Andrea. Oh, and Scarlett, I hope you have a good week. I've got your WhatsApp to reply to, sorry. I'm on it. I'm on it. See you, everybody. Bye. Oh, I love you guys.